everybody. I just saw this video and I decided I'm not just gonna sit back. Okay, so Mecca and Michael of season 3 of Black Love posted this video today or yesterday, and it just really bothered me because I feel like we are really becoming silly. I mean, we're really becoming, everything is about being politically correct, and it's so politically incorrect. There's a serious attack on marriage.
Hey, I'm Michael.
And I'm Mecca.
And some of you may remember us from season 3 of our favorite show,
Black Love.
But what you may not know is shortly after we taped the show, which was the summer of 2018, we began a really rough patch, as you know, many married couples go through. And it got heavy, it got hard, and ultimately we decided that it was best that we transition from being married to being friends, being family.
Yeah.
And it was a big decision for us.
For sure.
And I think, you know, the knee-jerk reaction is divorce. Like, you know, that wasn't the plan, but now it's divorce. And all that we've been told about divorce is it's an ugly thing.
Yeah, it's messy.
We didn't want that.
No, absolutely not. We made the conscious decision that if we were going to do this, we were going to honor each other, honor what we shared. We've been together almost a decade in each other's lives and married 5 years. And so those things were important to us. And when we made that decision that this was no longer, we were going to transition, we didn't even use the word divorce because we don't like the negativity that's really attached to divorce. We wanted to we created a term, I created a term called authentic uncoupling. And I was really determined to make sure that we ended this union with honor, with love, with respect. And we still had our friendship because that's something that you and I have always shared as a beautiful friendship.
As a way to sugarcoat it, and that's exactly what I feel like you're doing. You're sugarcoating it. You call it uncoupling. Mecca coined the term uncoupling. Uncoupling. Now, let me define, if we want to coin this term, let's give it a proper definition. Uncoupling is not divorce. Okay, because divorce has its own meaning. This means when you go before a judge and you go through a mediation, you separate your assets and you agree to no longer be married. That is not uncoupling, that's divorce. Uncoupling is we've been dating for 3 or 4 years or a year, whatever, and we're no longer a couple. Okay, that's uncoupling. So I was really just a little taken back because I'm like, no, you guys divorced. I think it's great that you guys have found a place to try to figure it out and still remain friends because of the relationships that indeed is affected by your divorce. I mean, but maybe you need to change your position and talk about life after marriage because there's a need for that too. But don't come with no crap about uncoupling. No, it's divorce. And I'm only saying that because I have been married for a great deal of time, and I'm not going to disclose that right now, but in my attempt to work through my own marital issues, I have been reluctant about speaking up about stuff like this that really truly bothers me. And I feel like it's an injustice that I'm doing because I do have so many years under my belt. And I can speak to some people who might be listening to this craziness, and I'm not trying to be offensive at all, about uncoupling and you know, giving people a reason to justify it. It is not easy living with someone. You got 2 imperfect people, and marriage doesn't cause problems, but it will reveal your problems. It will reveal your deficiencies. And the thing about marriage is you more than likely will not marry the person that has the same deficiency as you. And a lot of times the person that doesn't have that deficiency can be insensitive because they can't even relate. Like, my mom hugged me when I was growing up, yours didn't, so you have a problem with that. So really you can be insensitive and not maybe doing it purposeful. But this person who has this deficiency is traumatized and doesn't really even know how to work through it. And if you're not mature enough and willing to love that person through all the ugliness, you should not get married. It's just true. But don't come talking about some uncoupling crap when stuff gets hard, because marriage is for grown, mature people that truly want to grow together. And I can truly say, I think I mentioned earlier that I am a Christian, and if I didn't, let me just say it, I am a Christian. And Christian people, we have been some of the worst examples of it. And honestly, we've turned a lot of people off from God. If you have been bold enough to take the steps to communicate enough to say we are uncoupling, maybe you can take that same energy and try to get some help instead of getting a divorce. Because what you guys experience, probably, and I guarantee you, every couple that has been on Black Love probably went through a rough patch, and some of them probably are still in their rough patch. So please leave me a comment. I'm curious. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Uncoupling. Okay.